Hey guys, let me just try to adjust that real quickly. Yeah, it's about 9:14, almost 9:15, I would say. It's actually 9:13, but 2 minutes to 9:15. I just got dropped off by the final bus of the night, the 7-Eleven bus that I take in Turlock, which is 45E, and then it turns into 45 West. And apparently this driver, who I've had some problems with before, they've been late. They passed me up one time when I was waiting at the Turlock stop in front of my store. When they were doing, I guess, the 526 route one time about a month or so ago. And obviously, they've taken time off. I guess kind of got themselves in shape, say that with all due respect. And obviously they had the people talk to them about their issues, and it looked like they did better. They did a little better today, or tonight. And it looks like they're actually doing the route completely, unlike some of the other people that do this final route, where they do the final route and they just, instead of going to Gustine, which is that way, they instead go to, or go back to Patterson, which is, that way, if you will. So at least, they're doing the right thing by going, and finishing the route. I'll give them that. I will give them that, if you will. But man, I'm telling you, and you probably see that this is most likely a vlog and everything, an after work vlog, or after work, basically late night after work, getting off the bus vlog. I'll tell you, I will tell you that today was one of those days. I am not going to sugarcoat it or anything like that. It was one of those days. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like, oh, they pissed me off and all that day. No, it was good. It was all right. It was one of those all right days to where you're like, what is going on? I mean, I know the weather. I mean, today is May 10th, right? And the weather is so weird. It's like today the high was in the low to mid 60s. And then this Saturday it's going to be in the low 90s. Honestly, I think this La Nina, El Nino situation or weather pattern that's going on is really just screwing up people's outlook and plans and whatever. Anyway though, it's just like the weather just throws everybody off, if you will. But here's what's interesting though. Now, I'm not saying the weather had anything to do with this, okay? But today was one of those days where, when I got there, let's just say things changed a little bit to where, the temporary solution might be nice and everything. The temporary solution might be nice on the inside. It's the inner workings of that solution that need to be basically, what's the word I'm looking for? It needs to be maintained on an hourly basis or bi-hourly basis. And what I mean by hourly or bi-hourly basis is the fact that last Friday, or this past Friday, which, when I was the last day I worked before today, they had brought in, actually I think it was on Thursday or Wednesday, but it was one of those days. It was like it was almost about a week ago, I'll put it that way. Almost a week ago, around Wednesday, between Wednesday and Friday. I think it was I'm trying to think, was it? Yeah, it was actually around late Wednesday. It was around late Wednesday throughout most of Thursday and Friday. They had brought in this trailer. And I'm thinking, okay, what is the trailer for, right? And of course, them being the CWC, and we're not talking, the Capitol Wrestling Center, if you will, in WWE, but a Colorado construction company, or a company headquartered in Colorado that's, doing the remodeling for the Target store, ours among many. Basically, I thought that what they had brought to I thought that this trailer that they had brought was going to be for them, right? It was going to be for them, to go in, wash up, do the thing, do the business, if you will, and then get back to work. Little did I know that this trailer that they brought, this temporary restroom trailer, wasn't just for them. It was for all of us, including the customers. Why? Because apparently over the weekend, they blew out, hold on for a sec. Let's see. Like I said, over the weekend, apparently they blew out the men and women's restroom, the main men and women's restroom up front. They blew it, they basically tore it all up. The only one that they kept open, or they reopened, I should say, is the unisex one, the family restroom and guest service. Because they had worked on that one. What they did, and I'll put it to you like this, what they did was they basically, and I'll give you an example here. I'll give you an example as best I can as I cross. But basically, what they did is they took something like that door there, and they hold on. Well, like I was saying, that door there, well, I'll give you another example, okay? Let's see where that car is parked, right? Like right there, that car. Let's say how you're walking towards the back of that car there, this car here. That's where the door used to be. But then they decided to block that off and then put the door like where that door is, where the passenger door is on that car. That's what they did. They basically took it from one side and turned it to the other side, or just placed it on the other side, where it's like, if you're a customer and you're coming in, all you have to do is turn to the left and, oh, there's the restroom door to go to the unisex room, or unisex restroom. And like I said, that's the only one. That is the only one that in the store that is open, while the others, including the one in the back in the warehouse area, are closed down because they're being rebuilt, remodeled. And I'll say this. Like I said, the interior of this temporary situation looks nice. Looks really nice. I mean, the stalls, when you go in to do your number 2, if you will, and I don't mean to sound gross there or anything, I do apologize. But not even stopping. But like I said, the stalls in these trailers. Okay, let me restart. All right. Like I said, the interior to this temporary situation looks really nice. It looks fantastic. Do not get me wrong. It looks like it could almost pass as a hotel-like bathroom. I'll put it that way. I mean, when you go into the stalls to do your business, and I don't mean to, like I said earlier, like I just mentioned moments ago, I don't mean to be offensive or disgusting. But when you go and do your business, your number twos, if you will, and again, like I said, I don't mean to be gross or anything. No, I do apologize. The stalls that you go into look really nice. And unlike the regular restroom stalls, you could actually close it and nobody can see over. Nobody could see over. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice to have that bit of privacy, if you will. Nobody can see over, no one can look down or anything. So it's kind of nice to have that privacy. Okay, this is interesting. I'm gonna hop down here for a second. And I want you to look, I don't know if you can really see it, but this here is where everything has changed. They're basically remodeling the entire sidewalk from the ground up and everything. And all this probably to put a bench and a sign. Go figure. But yeah, I don't know if you can really see it, but yeah, that's what it looked. But basically, it's bad. It's a trench kind of like bad if you catch my drift. It's a bench kind of bad. And you gotta imagine what these people are thinking right now, coming out of the house every day and seeing this. They probably don't like it. Anyways, I get across here. Like I said, and it's in the back. I don't know if you can really see. You see all that there. That's basically what they're doing. Back there, I don't know if you can really see that right there. You see? That's what they're doing. But anyway, to get back on topic here. Like I said, these temporary facilities, the interior looks nice. Like I said, the stalls allow you to have a little bit more privacy to where, no one can look down or over or anything like that. So you're kind of like in your own little bathroom, if you will. Even if it's just a toilet seat, that's kind of cool. The only thing though is just like those porta potties that you see at fairs. Like, I know we're going to see these over at the at the Apricot Fiesta and the Stanislaus County Fair. Unlike those porta potties, well, basically you just sit down, you do your business, and then you just clean yourself up and you leave. They actually have something on the bottom, and it's a pedal. And what you do is you step on the pedal, and it opens up this little gape in the toilet, and that's where the water goes down. That's where your business, if you will, exits. And again, I don't mean to be offensive or disgusting or anything, but yeah, that's what it is. Now for the men, they do have the urinals. They have 3, which is pretty cool. And they do have them little blocks, little like little sections in between for a little bit of privacy. They do have sinks, 2 sinks anyway, kind of like I said, a regular hotel bathroom, if you will. So it's really nice, really nice. The only thing about the sinks is you have to push to get the water out, and the water only stays on like for a few moments, and then you got to do it again. The only issue, like I said, is they need to maintain these temporary facilities, daily, if not hourly or bi-hourly. They need to maintain them, because today I walk in there to use it, and one of the stalls I open up is plugged up. And one of my managers, she's like, "This is disgusting," because I think it also happened in the ladies' one as well. And she's like, "This is disgusting. This has to be fixed." So she talks to our maintenance guy who has connections with the head of the construction crew. He gets in contact with the person that helps, is supposed to be there to clean it out. And and finally someone later on comes in and cleans it out. It was that bad. It was that bad. Almost on par to what I saw a couple days ago when some lady decided to blow up the third stall in the ladies' restroom. And I mean blow it up. It was like, I almost got physically sick when I saw that. But that wasn't all today. No. You see, later on, while I was doing the garbage portion of my front ending, because I was doing carts today, later on when I was doing the garbage portion, I get a call over the walkie to go to the fitting room. Apparently a kid threw up. And he threw up because he had too much candy. And then if that's not enough, while I'm taking care of the garbage and I'm trying to get carts in, apparently someone decides that in its third day back in installation or back in operation, somebody decides whether they were disabled, mental or whatever, mentally disabled, physically disabled or something. They decide basically, if you will, they decide basically to crap all over the floor. I mean, I don't know if they missed the toilet or again, they were mentally or physically disabled about them, or maybe a kid got loose in there with a parent and just went wee. I don't know. But what I do know is my manager, who came back from her 2-week vacation, she was not happy. So yeah, it was one of those days that it was just, you got to get used to it. It's still new to everybody, the situation. And the fact that, you got to clean when you're still doing the front end, that you still got to check the bathrooms, even the temporary ones. You got to make sure everything's maintained and stuff, just like the regulars. But anyway, though, guys, I'm home, and I just wanted to let you guys know about that. Do this little vlog, like I said. Let me know what your thoughts are overall. Let me know if you've ever dealt with something like this in the past, or in your journeys of employment. And I will talk to y'all later. God bless. Take care.